Friends, I don't know what happened with the call, which was interrupted. I don't know why. But let's continue with this. Now we are in number 3. What do you think is the answer for number 3? A, B, or C? Well, for Alex is C, for Sarai is letter C, Miriam C, Sylvia C, Esther C. Yes, friends, you are correct. Yes, Esther and Mike C. Yes, C is the answer for number 3. People not being polite.
It's a lot to hire it. My brother has everything I need, but he won't lend it to me, even if I ask him nicely. I was telling my granny, and she said...
Thank you, Alex. Well, number 4, you hear the following on the radio. What does the man do? Advertise a product, give some advice, announce a decision. What is your answer for number 4, A, B, or C? Well, for Sarai is letter B. And what about for Sylvia is letter B also. Mike coincides with Sylvia and Sarai. He considers that B is the perfect answer. And yes, friends, B, give some advice, is the perfect answer for number 4. 5, you hear 2 people talking about their holiday plans. What do they agree about? How much cash to take, where to exchange their money, or how to carry their money? A, B, or C? What's your opinion in 5? For Alex is A, for Laura is A, for Miriam is letter C, for Sarai is letter C, Mike A. Number 5 is letter C, how to carry their money. 5C. 6, you overhear a woman talking to a friend. The woman thinks the shop assistant was well informed, helpful, or efficient. A, B, or C? Opinions. 6. Miriam considers that B is the correct answer. Alex B, Sarai letter B too. And also Laura, letter B. Very good, friends. B is the correct answer. Helpful. Yes. 6B. Yes, Mike. 7, you hear a teenager talking to his friend about buying clothes online. What does he think is the main advantage? A, B, or C? What's your opinion for 7? Miriam A, Alex A, Maicano C, Sarai C, Laura A, Esther C. The answer is A, 7A. You can get a good price. 8, you hear a message. No, sorry. You hear a message on your answer phone. How does the speaker feel? Sympathetic, determined, or optimistic? A, B, or C? C for Alex, C for Sarai, C for Miriam. Very good. The answer, Laura C, the answer is optimistic. Letter C. So, friends, they are 8. Imagine that you are in the exam. You know you need 5 correct answers to pass, right? If you have 5 correct answers, you are passing. The answers, remember, are 1B, 2A, 3C, 4B, 5C, 6B, 7A, 8C. Listening, how difficult it is. Now let's change the topic, because if not, we get bored. There is an interesting exercise coming from mock test 4, and it is dealing with use of English. Exactly, use of English part 2 in all the exams. Remember part 2, maybe you don't. The main characteristic of use of English in the exam, part 2, is that they give you a text, normally with 8 spaces in blank, normally, not always. And then you have to fill in the blanks, but they give you nothing. They give you no hints, no clues. You have to fill in the blanks using your knowledge of English. I'm going to attach the exercise to the chat. Give me just 1 second. Use of English, mock test 4. Here you are. Anyway, because maybe you cannot see it clearly, I'm going to send it to you by WhatsApp. Now you have Charles Dickens in your WhatsApp group. You can read it. I'm going to give you some minutes for you to finish. But please, as soon as you finish, send me a little message for me to know that you have finished and then begin the revision. Miriam finished. Sarai finished. Mike finished. Laura finished. Esther finished. Okay, I think we can check this. Charles Dickens' childhood experiences. Everybody, let's see the answers. He says Charles Dickens was one of the greatest 18th century English novelists. At the time of his death in 1870, he was a wealthy man, in contrast to the poverty of his early days. His parents, their best to look after him. What is the word here? In number 13. Tried, Miriam. Did, Mike. Nobody else. Okay, Miriam and Mike, you both are correct. These are the two possibilities, you know. You can say that his parents did their best or his parents tried their best. Both are acceptable. Thank you very much, friends. Well, now, to look after him, but we're always in difficulties, money. In 14, because Miriam, without Mike, with Sarai. Sarai is correct, with money. You can say that he was always in difficulties with money, or he was always in difficulties over money. So there are two possibilities, Sarai's answer with or over, both acceptable. Eventually, his father owed blank a large amount of money. What about 15? Because you have a that, observe that. His father owed blank a large amount of money that he was sent to prison, such in 15 for Miriam by Sarai. Nobody else. Well, Miriam is correct. Such a large amount of money that he was sent to prison for 3 months. 2 days after his 12th birthday, Dickens was taken away from school by his parents and made blank work in a factory. What about 16? It is a preposition. 2 for Miriam, 2 for Sarai. And Mike 2. Yes, friends, 2 is the solution to this. Because make 2 is hacer que haga. She made me to work. Hizo que yo trabajara. Make with the preposition to is obligar. Hacer que tú hagas algo. So 2 in 16 is the perfect choice. Made to work in a factory to increase the family income. Factories could be dangerous places in blank days. Those days for Miriam. And nobody else. Sarai, those. And what about Mike? Mike, those. Yes, friends, those days. Excellent, excellent. Very good. And some employers were cruel. Charles was not blank extremely unhappy. What about 18? You have so for Miriam, as for Mike. Wait a minute, friends. Observe this because the answers are incorrect, but observe this. I'm going to repeat. Let me find this. It says, Charles was not blank extremely unhappy, but. You have a but. What is the expression that we say in English for no solamente esto, sino lo otro? Remember that. So in the blank, I think that only is the perfect choice. Yes, only Mike. Charles was not only extremely unhappy, but also ashamed. Estaba no solo, no solo extremadamente infeliz, triste, sino también avergonzado. No solo, sino también. Not only but, not only but. So in 18 is only, not only extremely unhappy, but also ashamed of working there. And he, blank, never forgot that period of his life. Something that you think is appropriate for number 19. Good for Miriam. Want for Mike. Have for Sarai. Well, be careful. Mike and Sarai. Sarai have is in present, and we are telling a history, so it's old. Mike, it is in past. Everything must be in past. So I think that the perfect answer is Miriam's answer. Could. Maybe acceptable also would. Could or would. Because I am speaking about something that happened many, many years ago. Charles Dickens died many years ago, you know. So it cannot be present, it cannot be future. So the answer is, and he could never forget that period of his life, or, and he would never forget that period of his life. In his novels, Dickens showed just how shocking working and living conditions were. Working in the factory affected him so deeply that he found blank much too painful to speak about in later life. That he found blank much. What do you think is the appropriate number 20? Out for Miriam. Found out much too painful. No, there is something missing there. Without is not the idea, I think. Lo encontró demasiado doloroso para hablar sobre ello en su vida posterior. Y, tú, no, Sarai, no. He found too much, no. No, too is not the appropriate word. It is a pronoun. It is a pronoun, which is the appropriate word in number 20. It, Miriam, yes. It is the correct answer here. He found it much too painful. Él lo hallaba, ese lo es it. Lo hallaba demasiado doloroso para hablar sobre ello. And himself, no, porque entonces lo doloroso es él. No es él mismo que se sentía doloroso, es este asunto del cual está hablando, de trabajar en una fábrica. Ese asunto, no una persona, no él, sino ese asunto, trabajar en una fábrica, es un it. He found it much too painful to speak about it in later life. His own wife and children knew blank at all. En absoluto, at all. What is the word that we use with at all? Nothing, Miriam. Not Sarai. The answer is nothing. Nothing at all. Nada en absoluto. Very common expression, you know. We repeat that expression in songs, poems, everywhere. Nothing at all. Nothing at all. Well, nothing at all about the unhappiness of his childhood while Dickens was still alive. Blank, shortly after his death, until, for Miriam, until shortly after his death, a biography was, okay. Another option, no more options, only Miriam. The problem is that you need to read the complete sentence to get an idea. Just for Mike, nobody else. Well, analyze number 20, because the answers are incorrect, right? Analyze number 22. I'm going to repeat it. His own wife and children knew Nothing at all about the unhappiness of his childhood while Dickens was still alive, comma. Shortly after his death, a biography was published, blah, blah, blah. So here we need, however, well, maybe, no, however. It is a good idea, Miriam, but remember the punctuation of however. However is always followed by a comma, and we don't have a comma here. So however is not adequate because punctuation. Because the idea is not bad. Although, yes, that's better, Mike. This is one of the options. Yes, although shortly after his death, o sea que no quiso hablar nunca ni con su esposa e hijos sobre este asunto. Mientras estuvo vivo, while who was still alive. Pero decía entonces, aunque en breve, después de su muerte, poco tiempo después de su muerte, una biografía se publicó, ajá. Entonces un although Mike's suggestions is good. The other possibility that Cambridge prefers is but and although are very similar. Correct. You can say but shortly after or although shortly after his death, a biography was published in blank Dickens' terrible childhood experiences in the factory were revealed. In what is the next word? A biography was published in blank Dickens' terrible childhood experiences in the factory were revealed. What do you think? Think of en la cual. Una biografía se publicó en la cual las terribles experiencias de la niñez de Dickens en esa fábrica fueron reveladas. En la cual, what is the verb? Nobody. Well, the word is which. Which. In which. En la cual, en esa biografía, en la cual, in which. So copy in number 23, which. In which Dickens' terrible childhood experience in the factory were revealed blank the first time. And what about 24? 4, Miriam, at Sarai. 4, Mike. 4 is the correct answer. For the first time, por primera vez, for the first time. So I repeat the answer. It was difficult, friends. Can you imagine last year in the exam? Can you imagine the results? Awful, awful. Well, in number 13, 2 options, did or tried. In number 14, 2 options, with or over. In 15, such. In 16, 2. In 17, those. In 18, 2 options, only or just. In 19, 2 options, could or would. In 20, it. In 21, nothing. In 22, 2 options, but or although. In 23, which. And in 24, for. They are 12. So for 12, you need 7 correct answers to pass. Self-evaluate. Charles Dickens, terrible experience last year in the exam, as you can imagine. It was terrible. And now what? Now let's practice something we call greenhouse gases, which continues with use of English. I'm going to attach it to the chat. Give me just 1 second. This is it. Greenhouse gases. I will try to send it to you to the WhatsApp. Let me see if it is possible, because sometimes these days sending something is terrible difficult. Give me one chance. My God. Well, I have sent you the second part of this exercise, but I don't know why not the first one. Let's see if I can do it again. Why not? Internet is very slow. Sorry, because I'm trying to send it to you. I think that you have already get or got this first part of the greenhouse uh, in your WhatsApp group. Greenhouse gases. Thank you, Miriam. Thank you very much. Wow. It was difficult, friends. Very difficult. Well, I'm going to give you some minutes. Read the text. Maybe you need to use the dictionary because it is a topic that we not very often speak about, because the options A, B, C, D sometimes contain some new expressions. You need time, but please send me a message as soon as you finish. I think that the best idea would be to assign it as homework, friends, because of the time. So the homework for next class is going to be greenhouse gases. Good, Mike. Yes, because look at the time, friend. We don't have much time. I repeat, the homework is greenhouse gases. Greenhouse gases. My God. Okay, goodbye, friends. Thank you very much. See you next week. Have a beautiful weekend. I think that maybe this weekend you can leave home for a minute or something. Anyways, do the homework. Thank you.